Righty, it's me. Hello, 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 me. Apparently, hi, me. Let me press this button. Okay, I'm doing this on my iPad instead of my computer, and it has new features like my eye look. It looks very dark, and these glasses, after all, are not super anti-reflective. Um, so hi, welcome back to another fantastic episode of Desert Inkwell, in a new series of what we call Desert Inkwell Recovers. As you can tell, I'm in another room. I'm in my living room on my recliner. Hi, Claire. Um, Recovering from back surgery and having a grand old time. It's just been sunshine and roses and all of the amazing things that come with that. Hi, Amy. Good to see you. Um, well, what are we talking about today? It is planner season, folks. And if you have not made your planner decision yet, then I have an idea for you. Actually, two. If you've already made your planner decision, I don't know what to tell you. You should have waited for my expert planner guidance. Um, where is it? It's right here. Okay, so thank you. Um, so if you know me, then you know like I don't mind spending money on something nice. Um, I'm frugal at times and thrifty, if you will. Hi, Peter. Um, yeah, I don't mind spending money on something nice when it warrants it. But in order to do that, I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that I can pull off for cheaper, if that makes any sense. So I knew this year. Shauna, you made it. Hi. Um, I knew this year that I wanted a planner bigger than your standard traveler's notebook. And so I thought, okay, I'll go back to an A5. The last time I was in A5, hi Lenny. Um, Last time I was in an A5, they were Midori inserts, I think, but they were undated. And so going and putting 365 date stickers in an insert is not work that I should be doing. It involves measuring and precision, and that's just not my jam. So I searched and searched and found. Let me show you a blank. Um, this A5 insert from Muji. So we have the. This is essentially the A5 layout of what I get from Travelers, which is the week on one side and then a blank page here. This one starts on Monday and ends on Sunday, which I love. Um, and this is under $30. It spans an entire year. So this is a full year. You have the monthly monthly regular calendar layouts in the front. Um, Here's I've already decorated for Christmas because Christmas can't get here soon enough. These stickers are called Glass from the Past, and they're from Pip Stickers, I think. I think it was about $4.95. So that Muji insert under $30. The paper is fantastic. It's fountain pen friendly. It's not feathering and it doesn't bleed through. Um, I did, prior to buying that one, buy. Okay, this is an experiment. But I did buy the blank one last year. Hi, Alex. How are you? I did buy the blank insert last year and put the, so I had to manually date this one. And so I switched over right before my surgery because I figured I would be sitting around and would need something to do. And so a little more decorative space in my planner might be a fun option. Planner cover, as always, is the olive green from Moterm, purchased on Amazon. So I have the same olive green in the A5 and the standard Travelers. I love these, love the brand, I love the quality, and I love the price point. So that's. Oh, New York City. Oh, I'm so jealous. And Amy says she's in a committed relationship with Hobonichi because it got me into fountain pens. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, Additionally, I have one more planner. The decision will come down at the end. Of course, that's when the decision happens, at the end. Duh. Let me find a clean layout in here for you to see. Okay, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday. Okay. This is A6, B6 planner from Aura Estelle. It's kind of light, so I'm coming in here. So you have the Monday through Sunday here, and then you have a full page for each day of the week. So you have this weekly layout and then 3 pages, 3.5 pages. This is Tomoe River paper. The A5 planner, I think, was 40 some odd dollars. The solution I'm hoping to solve with the Aura Estelle is that I don't journal every day. Thanks, Claire. That's, of course, from our friends in Turkey, Galen Leather. My thing is, I don't journal every day. I typically journal when things are going well, not bad. And it's just not a habit. I keep trying, but it's like not sticking to journal every day. So I'm kind of hoping with the Aura Estelle that if it's all one book, if it's my planner and then you have one day for each week, that I can turn the screws and at least journal 3 or 4 days a week. And I have a plan for the 2 other pages. Um, I'm hoping. If I go with the Muji, which seems really well made, I'm not going to have a problem planner wise. I think that can be done and done. The A5 gives me plenty of room for a creative layout, plenty of room for notes, activities. I wish I could turn this camera right now because the dog is rolling around like a crazy person. Um, but if I go with the Aura Estelle, I'll have the built-in journal pages. My concern with the Aura Estelle is that it's Tomoe River paper. As a lefty, Midori paper, the Muji paper, because they're a little thicker, they're more absorbent, and the ink dries to a point where I'm not going to smear it a little faster. So if I'm using the Aura Estelle, I have to slow down. And if I fling my planner open to jot something in it really quick, I really need to have a piece of blotter paper in there so I can close it. So if I go with the Aura Estelle, then I have a different cover. I love finding things that aren't the norm, or I guess not what everyone else is using. Um, it's not that I don't mind being a team player, but you want something unique. Um, so let me get this little gossamer envelope here. This will be the cover that I will be using with the Aura Estelle. This is from Hukuro, um, in Japan. It is. Oh, I haven't even. Here's the inside. So you have insert pocket, two inserts. I love the contrasting orange. Um, you have a back pocket here, and then you have a actual pen holder. Let me go back to this other planner really quick. I have the smaller one as well that I am using. Um, I thought I would test the paper, and so I bought one of last year's. This is actually 2025 planners. I wanted to test the paper because, we all know Hobonichi threw everyone who used them last year in front of ongoing traffic. So I'm going to show you this pen holder. I'm going to pull the pen out of this really amazing rickshaw bag that was sent to me very kindly from Claire and Peter. And we're going to put one of my go-to pens, which is a Bone Crusher Velma. And this is in Painted Desert. It still amazes me how often I reach for this pen because it is just so colorful and swirly. And my pens have a tendency to be a little more simple. Not simple, but okay. So here's a Velma, which is a super comfortable pen, but it's not super thin. And so you can see that's how the pen appears. I have no problem closing this. So that'll be what's up with the planners. Um, the orange one and the green one, and then I have the olive Moterm. I'll be doing a words are hard. D-stash soon on some extra planner covers that I have. I have a black standard traveler's not rickshaw, black standard traveler's Moterm that I never used. But I'm just going to keep all of the green and the orange and then one brown one. Those are my colors. Those have been my colors forever. Um, which brings me to one of our topics today. So I know a friend of mine had surgery a couple months ago. I don't know if they had the same experience. I have built sort of, I'll give you a little peek. You can see there's stuff on the arm of the sofa there. Oh my God, you guys, hold on. The whole iPad is literally about to fall off of this table. Wouldn't that be horrible? Okay. So, Claire, I do enjoy the rickshaw very, very, very much. It was an incredibly thoughtful thing for you and Peter to send that over. Um, and of course the tea. Anyway, I have noticed while recovering, because it's been a couple weeks and I have limited movement I can make around the house, is that I brought pens and planners and paper and kind of built a little nest in this corner of my house. Um, and what I'm noticing is even when I was able to get up and kind of swap some things out, I still reach for the same things. And so I'm not advocating, by the way, just for the record, I am not advocating for, sorry, Aoife, what are you doing? Maybe she'll come over and say hi. I'm not advocating for this sudden, minimalist, tiny collection, but there are definitely some pens I own now that I'm noticing, like, no, I don't want those taking up space in this little corner. And if I don't want them at a time when the pens are also bringing me comfort, something to do, I'm like, do I really want them? So, but like the orange and the green planners and having that kind of consolidated, take some of the thought out of it too. I don't know. Maybe I'm old and losing my mind. Um, I haven't been online since before the DC Pen Show. So I feel like since this show generally started out of a love of fountain pens, that I would show you at least one, two, three, four. I'll show you a couple pens that I got somewhere between like the month before the pen show and now. Um, and they're in no particular order. So, forgive me if I mess up a name. I am old. I am infirm. No, I'm just kidding. In the prime of my life. Um, okay, one of the favorite pens that I was able to get at the DC Pen Show was in a private sale, and it is this uh, beautiful Rodden pen from Tamanuri Studios. I mean, it really, I don't know. It's just magic. Absolutely. And then this is, I forget what size nib it is, but the nib on this is platinum. Not from platinum, but actually platinum as a metal, which I have never seen on any other pen. Correct me if they're out there. I would love to know. Um, that pen just feels like magic to me. I love writing with it, and it is currently inked with Diamine Bliss, which is like an aqua, deep aqua pen. And one more time, that is the Tamanuri Studios Rodden with a platinum nib. Really, I have sat here and just, it looks like it's moving inside. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. Um, no surprise to anyone, of course. One of my favorite maker pens, Bone Crusher Studio 7. I wonder what the 7 is for. I should ask them. I bought another Velma. I know, but I didn't have a white one. Um, this is, I believe, Frost Dragon is the name of this model. It's beautiful in person. I love a pen with a theme, so in the winter, because it gets so cold here. When I shovel through all of the snow that never comes because I live in Arizona. So in the winter, I love using those kind of snow globe feeling pens. Um, Shauna, everyone needs another Bone Crusher, but I agree. I agree. Um, I got this little Franklin Christoph Ghost. I think it's a 3. It's teeny tiny, and this has a needlepoint nib from Mike Masahara. Did I say that right? Masahara? I think. Um, I love it. Absolutely fantastic. I bought the two Franklin Christophs together with the one needlepoint nib. Here's the other one. This one gives me Havara Kedavra vibes. And what nib is in here? I have a Waterford gold nib in here that came on the dumbest pen ever invented. The pen all has white gold or silver trim and then a yellow gold nib. Feels distinctly wrong to me. Um, and if anyone wants to see any of these again, just let me know. The hands down, probably the pen I have been reaching for the most lately. I'm on a Delta kick. I had no Deltas. Amy Lanta had one. I wasn't the hugest fan of the one she had. And so I did that thing where I just was like, yeah, okay, not for me. Um, for some reason, then I bought this Delta Right Balance. Okay, I want you to get a look of the shape. So the shape of the pen, much wider, and the whole pen tapers down. In this base, I can't get it. If you unscrew this, there's a little brass weight. So that when you're writing, the weight is pushing itself down onto the paper. It's in this beautiful green resin. And then I put a 14 karat gold extra fine flex nib on here that I purchased at Galen Leather, which you can also get gold nibs through Kirk at Penrealm. Lorelei, how are you? I have mail for you, Lorelei. Now that I can walk, I have a box I need to get sent out to you. Um, we're just discussing pens. I was gifted this pen. Okay, a friend of mine gifted me this next pen at the DC Pen Show. And I remember when they obtained this pen, and I just thought, oh my God, like what a kind of not chaos, but like how it was like a celebration. It's like a ticker tape parade in a pen. And that is this oh my God, my brain just went blank. Anyone. Celebration of Ribbons, right? Pen with a broad nib. But I mean, look at that. It's transparent. And then there's like ribbons of other color resin and swirls um, in this pen. I believe it's Heinz pen. Oh my gosh. I love this. And I have this inked. Let me get a piece of paper here. Um, let's see if I can get Festival of Ribbons. Thank you, Claire. Um, thank you, and thank you. Alrighty, okay. This pen is inked with Birmingham Pen Co. Blossoming Lotus. This is wet. I'll show you again in a second. But is this... Okay, I don't know if the color balance is going crazy. This dries beautifully. It is a beautiful ink. For a pen, this pen just brings me joy. How could you not be full of joy using this pen? Perfection. Thank you, Lorelei. I agree. Then, I don't know, it's like gifting season this year. Um, oh my gosh. Keep in mind, folks, I'm having super brain fog at the moment. I think this is made in Italy. Claire can help me out with this. Um, uh, Suzette, a friend of mine, sent me this Tibaldi pen, and I just think Here is my Delta Sign of Times cave painting. And I just think, look at those two. They're like cousins, siblings, sisters. They're not twins, but the vibe is really similar. Um, I have dip tested this Tibaldi, but I have not full inked it yet because it's fall and I feel like this pen needs a beautiful blue ink. Um, and I'm not in a blue ink situation at the moment. I will show you. By the way, I'm not supposed to be leaning like that, so don't tell my doctor. Or Claire, because she'll yell at me later. I'll show you my currently inked. Oh, good night, Shauna. Lovely to see you as well. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. So that Aura Estelle planner that I bought, the size for me wouldn't be good for a planner on this B6. B6? But it does make for the most organized, currently inked I have ever done. So I posted this as an Instagram story the other day. This is the palette I'm working with this week. And I typically do my currently inked each week. Doesn't mean I don't have additional pens inked than these. It just, these are the ones I'm highlighting. These are the ones I'm using in my planner. So, yeah, if you have old notebooks where the paper's really good, you know, repurpose them, give them life, give them love. Amy, there's a dollar sign. How many is too many? I feel like Kari Bullet Journal. If you haven't met Kari, she's amazing. Very sweet human being. Has a lot, like a lot. Um, I've heard over 100 pens inked. So there you go. 300 says Claire. Um, so yeah, like if you're using them, there's no too many, right? Also, I just want to comment. See how my eyes look darker? It's not really. I got these new glasses that change color. Anyway, little things that I notice that no one else cares about. Okay, back to pens I got in DC. Okay. Suzette, who is Suzette's Pretty Pages, last year was had expressed an interest in this pen from Studio Agashka that has like a pearl on it and some beautiful trim work in sterling silver. And this year at DC, she mentioned that they had it again. And so I wanted to stop at their table at the DC Pen Show to see the pen. I just kind of wanted to see the pen that Suzette had thought was so beautiful. And I did not walk away empty-handed. I purchased this beautiful deep green. I'm gonna pause so you can see the fretwork. All of the metal that you see, there's a finial on the bottom, as well as the top, and the clip. And this little ball rolls back and forth. Is sterling silver. And this has an extra fine flex steel nib. Now, oh, look at that little flash right there. Ooh. Um, thank you. So I had been for a while thinking about getting the emerald green Kilk Celestial. And so this is really similar materials, right? It's the sterling silver and that green. And I love my Kilk, don't get me wrong. But my Kilk collection kind of peaked with the pen that my husband got me last year for my 50th birthday. Like, how do you one up, or how, you know? So when I saw this, I thought absolutely hard yes. The workmanship, phenomenal. They were the nicest people. Don't ask me how to spell Agashkakan. It's like a gosh. The J sound is really a C, I think. Um, yeah, let's look at this one more time. Oh, look, and you can see the green resin through there. And this pen came with, so this little finial here came with a separate little sterling silver pin that you can wear. So, you know, like you could put on your lanyard for the pen show or use as a tie pin. It's beautiful. It's like the little detail, the attention to detail there was mind blowing. And this isn't even, you know, their solo or only gorgeous pen. Um, if I buy another pen this year, it might be from them. The quality just was phenomenal. Let's see. Let me go to my little pen case. But first, a word from your sponsor, who's me. I'm the sponsor of this video. I just want to thanks for showing up. I know I haven't been online in a while, and it's good to see you all. Oh, well, you know what? You're going to have to tune in again next week to see the Claire is responsible for tricking me. No, she didn't trick me. Into buying this absolutely stunning Leonardo at the DC Pen Show, but I'll save that one for next week. I did buy a Pilot at the Pen Show. Sorry, I get a little stiff. I got to keep moving. I bought this beautiful, beautiful. Now we're not getting sad. There's no sadness today. But you know, last year my sister went to the Pen Show with me, and I ended up buying a Sailor King of Pens at the Dromgool's table. And it was really funny. I was looking for an ink, um, and I was at the Dromgool's table and looked down, and there was this bad boy. This needs like a light. I'm gonna try and backlight it. Hold on. My husband needs something too. Oh, beans incoming. The other dog is on the loose. Okay, I'm gonna try and. There we go. Can you see that color? Yeah, you can see that color now. Look at that. It's like metallic wine grape. Um, if you missed that, I'm sorry. That was a gorgeous color. This is a Pilot Vanishing Point LS. It's the names they come up with. L stands for luxury, and S stands for silent. And so, you know, on a normal vanishing point, it's like click, click. So this one, when you depress it, no sound. And then watch this little knob. So this little dial spins, and then you can just start it, and it closes back by itself. How gorgeous. And then a little detail work. They have this little faceted kind of band in the middle. It's the same nib size unit, same nib unit. Uh, it's I feel like it's a little thicker than a normal vanishing point. Um, Beans is over here. He's gonna want to be let out. Let's compare here. I is it thicker? That's what she said. Okay, it does look thicker than a Snickers. No, it does look thicker than a Vanishing Point, and it's the tiniest bit longer. Seriously, where's Wendy Sue when you need her? And then we all know that the Vanishing Point is thicker than the Decimo. So this is like just I feel like the sweet spot for me. Um, I do want a Vanishing Point with like a nib grind on it, a mini stub, or a I don't know. I don't know which grind. That'll be for next year. I think 2026 Pen Show schedule for me, I think, is California, Chicago, and then maybe San Francisco. Um, the heat in DC is a killer. See, you don't get that click though. I do love that click. And I've never gone to San Francisco, so it might be nice to change it up. The California Pen Show, LA/California, is in February, I believe, which would be a lot of fun. Then I'm not waiting all the way till the end of July to go to a pen show. And certainly by February, I'll be healed. I'm healing really well. Like the back is, the feet still hurt, but so far so good. I have some good days and some not so good days. So, oh, one other pen. This was okay, two pens because one of them was like a budgety pen. I did get a new Velma, and Shauna's gonna be mad when she sees this one. But I bought this Galaxy Pearl Velma post pen show. Oh, hi. Let me see if I can sneak him over here. Come, come here. Do you want to go outside? Um, I want Beans to come over so you can see him, but he's a sketch case. I bought that Velma. Ooh, I gotta stop leaning. The material just was fantastic. If I had a broader nib in here, it would be a spot on match for Ferris Wheel Press Oinking Embers. Um, there's a Lennon Toolbar ink Huang something that is a really good match. In here right now, I couldn't tell you what I have without looking at my. I can tell you. I have in ink that I got a sample of almost 2 years ago. It's Monarca Tierra Colorada, which is like oh, I spilled ink. Um, it's beautiful. It you know what? It's in my currently inked this week. If you want to check out that Instagram story, it's in there. Um, um, um. Last pen. Claire's husband Peter, who was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Um, we were on our, FaceTime pen chat one day, or just he and I were talking, and he said you really should check out this mahjong, which was Moon Man at the time, P136. So if you see the P136, you can see that it's not branded as any other pen. Has tiny little ink windows here. You can just kind of see them with the glare. Uh, it is a piston fill pen. You get them on Amazon. I think they're about $35. Writes not dissimilarly from the pen it sort of inspired its design from, which is a Montblanc 146. Um, I have enabled a couple people with this pen. It is great to use. I love them. I have this one and one in sky blue. Um, they're great, and I'm not overly precious about it. I mean, I don't throw my pens around. Um, I'm gonna try to get the dog one more time. Come here. Ah, come here. Ah, he doesn't listen. I have raised nobody that listens. Uh, so those are. Amy, are you raising your hand? Is that what that is? Oh, can I zoom? Yes, Amy. Did you have a question? um, it looks like the emoji looks like you're raising your hand. Oh yes, because Amy got a P136. It's a great pen. I love them. What else has been going on? Uh, I upgraded my phone to the iPhone whatever stupid model. And then I thought, well, it didn't need a new phone, but it's orange. And future me would have been really mad had I not gotten the orange phone. So everything's once again and persistently so orange and green in my life. Um, we did a quick run through of the planners I'm using. So I say this I'm not anti Hobonichi, but just I want to say to everyone, like, be aware that other planner companies make planners in the same sizes. And so what I wanted, I found with Aura Estelle, and that was the one, like the weekly layout, and then one page for each day. I know people love their planners from Sterling Ink. People love their Hobonichis. Um, I don't hear Muji getting too much love, but that planner insert for under $30, that was a 52. Actually, I think it's 55 weeks. The paper's good. The layout is fantastic. There's options out there, and I'm partially putting this out there because, you know, when will we know if when will we know if the Hobonichi paper is good this year in their planners? I don't know. The Aura Estelle is shipping probably in another 2 weeks. So I can't wait to get it. I got the cutest birthday candle stickers, the absolute cutest. Um, and so that's in my planner. I mark everyone's birthday with a little birthday candle sticker and then write their name. That way I never forget. Because if someone were to forget my birthday, I would be sad. It's a special day. I'm 50. It shouldn't matter, but it does. So I don't want to forget anyone else's. Is that it? Is that it for me today? The 2026 planners at the San Francisco Pen Show, and so far so good. Oh, good. Um, I have been really fortunate that all of my inter-year planner changes or any planner change has always been intentional for me. Um, and I've never felt compelled to change because something went wrong with the planner. If you watch Karina Loves to Plan, she went from a larger planner and is doing her full planning in a traveler's passport notebook that had no layout to it. She's drawing the layout in and putting the dates and all of her items and the weather. And I've reached out to her and asked about the weather, and because she tracks the weather. And she was really kind and graceful and said, no, she just tracks it because it's good to see, like on the weekly overview. I wasn't sure if there was something that I didn't know, but she was so kind and explaining that no, it was just an additional thing that she liked to add to her planner. So I might add the weather this coming for 2026 just to see like how accurate it actually is. For me, I love days free. Oh, for the journal. Okay. Yeah, my journal is in like an A4 right now, which is great because I can use a broad nib and then I get to see all the pretty ink. But if for me, I'm trying to develop like a daily journaling habit, and so to look at that big page sometimes is I'm a bit overwhelmed, and when I get overwhelmed, I shut down. Um, and so I'm thinking if it's in my planner and I live by my planner, like I when I go to bed at night, I bring my planner. I review the next day, I review the week, and then I set it on my nightstand. So I want to be able to run away from said journal. So whether it's morning or night, I haven't. We'll see. We'll see which works best. I'll report back. Hopefully, I will have the steam and the energy to do this again next week. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because this domestic terrorist in on the carpet in front of me. Let's see if I can get him one more time. Come here. No. Beans. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? Okay, come here. Give me a smooch. Come here. Ah. Oh, I got it. I caught a wild beans. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? If you haven't seen him before, this is Beans. Hi, Aquamarina. Um, what? You want to get down? Oh, I should not be picking you up. Again, don't tell my doctor if you saw that. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for today. Um, now I have dog hair. Marina, I will reach out to you in messages, and um, I will see you all next week. I don't know about the time. Um, Obviously, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting around the house recuperating. Oh, totally unrelated to pens. There's a really good series on Netflix called The House of Guinness. Um, I because that's all I'm doing these days is watching TV. The show's there. Uh, Marina, you need to know that Beans has an attitude problem, and it's far easier to bring a grizzly bear or the other dog. Aoife is much better behaved. That's what I said, Beans. I said it on the interwebs. I'm I'm gonna let them out, and I will see y'all next week. And thanks again. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it, and I love you. Bye. Oh, no, I have to press a button. We haven't done this. There we go. I found it.